Hello and welcome to Financial Intelligence. In this video, I want to talk about the similarities between Bitcoin and pyramid schemes. I understand that some people might disagree with this assessment, but the similarities are just too striking to be ignored. The real winners in any pyramid scheme are the initial players who have started the game or joined the game early on. Latecomers take on too much risk for small returns because they are going to end up at the lower levels of the pyramid. My goal is to show you that investing in any pyramid scheme gets more and more risky as it continues. Bitcoin was a great idea to get involved with a couple of years ago when it was getting started. But at this point in time, it is too risky to get involved with and should be avoided in my opinion. If you like the type of content that I share on this channel, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like this video, and if you have any comments, please add them in the comment section below, and also hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future videos. A pyramid scheme offers a promise of high investment returns that are not available from traditional types of investments. In practice, the structure of any pyramid scheme is set up in such a way that it requires more and more people to be recruited. The more people are engaged in these types of ventures, the greater the profit for the early investors. I understand that unlike some network marketing schemes, there is no official recruiting requirement for Bitcoin, but in reality, it is exactly what has happened unofficially. I have identified 3 similarities that exist between Bitcoin and pyramid schemes, and I'm going to cover them in different sections of this video. Part 1. Early investors are the real winners. In all pyramid schemes, early investors have the advantage and they usually end up earning the highest returns. This is also the case with Bitcoin, where early investors had the opportunity to purchase Bitcoin at super low prices. So far, they have had the highest returns, and it is impossible for latecomers to achieve the same results. But these huge returns are advertised and talked about in the Bitcoin community to attract new recruits as if they are still attainable. People who join a pyramid scheme at its later stages are going to enrich the individuals who have joined the game before them. Most latecomers are going to lose money once the pyramid scheme starts losing steam. Latecomers are also in a very vulnerable position because those early investors have accumulated a ton of Bitcoins, so they can easily manipulate the prices at the expense of newcomers. Number 2, all members promote the scheme. In all pyramid schemes, everybody who is involved in the scheme is incentivized and motivated to advocate and advertise for the scheme in an effort to bring in more investors. The more people buy into the scheme, the higher the returns for existing investors. This requirement is actually built into the system. The only way for any pyramid scheme to sustain and generate profits is to expand its base by continuously recruiting newcomers. This is particularly true for people who have joined most recently because they form the bottom of the pyramid. Their return on investment is solely dependent on how effectively they can create interest and attract newcomers to join. If they fail to do so, they are not going to be able to enjoy any returns on their investments. This is dangerous because once people realize that the scheme is failing to deliver on its promises, they are going to try to exit the game. This is exactly what has been happening with Bitcoin recently. The prices can go up only if investors are lured in by the prospect of earning quick high returns on their purchase. Once the interest dries up, Bitcoin prices are going to start falling off. Part 3. All pyramid schemes fail. All pyramid schemes are unstable systems by their nature and cannot sustain for long. That is because all pyramid schemes are going to fail to attract new investors sooner or later. Pyramid schemes gather momentum because they promise to deliver outsized returns on investment. Initially, pyramid schemes deliver on their promises because it is easy for the early players to convince a ton of people to get involved in the game. However, as time goes by, it gets harder and harder to attract new recruits. That is because the initial rate of return is unsustainable forever and it starts to decline. Additionally, realizing the declining rate of returns, some early investors might decide to abandon the game, further weakening the structure of the pyramid. This can indeed create a domino effect if enough people decide to cash out. We are already seeing some of these things happening to Bitcoin. Its prices are becoming too expensive to attract new buyers. Some of its early adopters are also trimming their positions because they have realized that Bitcoin might be approaching its limit. In summary, let me be clear that no one knows how high Bitcoin can go because nobody knows when this pyramid scheme is going to run out of steam. One thing is for sure that at this stage, getting involved in Bitcoin is risky. The price might go up or down at any point in time. While early investors have made lots of money, people who join this scheme at this point are going to be at the base of the pyramid and are taking on outsized risk. I hope that you like this video. If you have any recommendation or suggestion, please add them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel, and also hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future videos. Thank you and take care.